All right. This is my post thoughts on this Alexander versus Matthysse. I fell asleep on the fight last night after Alexander got dropped in the 4th round. Woke up this morning, inbox was full of people saying how Matthysse got robbed. It was robbery. So I had to watch this fight today. I actually watched it twice. You know, and I took score. You know, when you got everybody saying it's a robbery, you know, I went ahead and I turned the volume down. I didn't even want to hear no commentary. I didn't want no screams or nothing. I'm just looking at strictly punches. And like I say, when somebody says robbery, when I started watching this fight, I'm looking for somebody dominating this fight. That's what a robbery is. When somebody clearly won, like in a dominating fashion, and then they lose. That's robbery. So I can't. My whole problem with the end of the fight was a judge had it. They had it 96 and 93 for Alexander. I don't think so. And one of them had it 96 to 93. You know, it's questionable. But anyway, here's my scorecard. First round I gave, it was close. That first round was very close. It was hard to, could have went either way. I gave it to Alexander. 10-9. HBO had it the opposite. They gave it to Matthysse. 10-9. Second round, I gave it to Matthysse. 10-9. HBO had it reversed. They gave it to Alexander. 10-9. You see what I'm getting at? Hold on, let me finish. I gave the third round to Alexander. 10-9. Fourth round to Matthysse. 10-8. Because of the knockdown, of course. And, you know, that was his round. Fifth round, 10-9 for Alexander. Sixth round, 10-9 for Alexander. The 7th and 8th round were big rounds for Matthysse. There was no question about it. There was no competitive, nothing about it. He clearly took those rounds. The 9th round, Alexander controlled that round. Hold on, wait. Let me go back to the 8th round. I seen a snot rope hit his mustache and sucked back in his nostril. I was like, damn, that's because he was going to that body. He was knocking some shit out of his body. Surprised he ain't shit on himself. The 9th round, I thought Alexander did what he had to do to take that round back. It was a 10-9 round for Alexander. Last round I gave him Matthysse. So my scorecard was for Matthysse, 95-94. Close round. I mean, close fight, no question about it. Robbery, no. Could have went either way. Just like when HBO, I had those rounds different. These rounds, that's how those rounds can go either way. There's no question about it on the 4th round that's Mathisse's round because of knockdown. And 7, 8, and maybe 10. But those other rounds, they could have went either way. I wouldn't have been mad if it was a draw. You know, and it could have went to Alexander, which it did. But I'm saying if it was more like a 95-94, 95-94, and then a 95-94 for Matthysse to split, two of them going to Alexander, I wouldn't have had a problem with that. I wouldn't have had a problem if it was for Matthysse, for 95-94 for for two judges, and the other one for Alexander. I wouldn't have had a problem with it if it was a draw. Clearly, Matthysse hits harder. He really got through to Alexander in that 7th and 8th round. Really got to him. I thought Alexander was about it. But the fight was alright. In my eyes, that wasn't a robbery. It wasn't a dominating fight for Matthysse. I thought he did enough to win the fight for 95 and 94. That's how I seen it. So, you know, that's my thoughts. Not really a big fan of Alexander, but you know. Plus, then you got to take into the account that he fought in the Show Me State, where you got to show me. Fought in Missouri. You know, anytime you go to somebody's hometown, you gonna have to dig deep. It ain't just fighting in Missouri. Anywhere you fight, you got to do that. If you fight in somebody's hometown, you best believe you better put in the work. That's just common sense. Alexander, I'm watching for the third time. He talking about he's a warrior. He ain't no warrior. You know, he's. I don't know. I don't too much care for Alexander's style. He got the win. I had a problem with some of the scoring, but you know, did he win the fight? Could have won either. I would have been satisfied with a draw. To be honest with you, I would have been satisfied with a draw or Matthysse winning by a point. But how Alexander won it by that big of a score on that one judge's scorecard is crazy. That's crazy. But there you go. There you have it. My thoughts.